Yeah. All about the dough, get the bag, bitch. Yeah. The type to make them mad, bitch. Yeah, she know she a first, they just average. She a bad bitch. Bad bitch. Type to make them mad, bitch. Yeah, she know she a first, they just average.
Everyone, welcome to another Baddies ATL review / I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I was actually really excited. I was more excited to see what Sarah had in store for us today. I don't know if you all have been following what's been going on her Instagram. I know I talked a little bit about it last week, but she's still going, and she swears that today is Natalie Nunn's career's funeral. So she had everyone dressed in all black. As you can see, I'm in my all black. I was in attendance today, and it's actually still going on right now. She's splitting it up into like different parts. So I thought that was, I don't know. I left a comment on Zeus's Instagram. I was like, at this point, Sarah needs to be an EP because she knows how to get people tuned in. I really am wondering if, I mean, since all the stuff has been going on with all the stuff she's been posting, Zeus really hasn't even been promoting Baddies like that. Like they finally did just yesterday to promote, the episode today that was going to air, but they really have not even been talking about it. They've been talking about Jocelyn's Cabaret more, and I thought that was really interesting. So I'm wondering if this is all, well, I mean, obviously it's not all of that, but I'm wondering if Sarah is trying to like lower the ratings, and I wonder if that is what happened this week. If the ratings for Zeus went down for this episode because Sarah had told everyone to tune in to her Instagram at 6 p.m. right when the episode premiered. Yeah, so I don't know if that did affect it or not because, people can watch it whenever. So I'm not sure if Zeus even looks at it like that. But I'm going to get right into the episode. There's some stuff that I wrote in my notes kind of about what Sarah has been talking about. So maybe I'll sprinkle some of that in there. But I don't know. I'll see if I have to, because like I said, she's still posting it. So I might have to stop what I'm doing to see her next IGTV. But for right now, I do want to get into the episode. So the first thing is, the first thing that happens, they are continuing from last week. Megan goes into the room and they are trying to have a meeting. And well, I guess it's super confusing to me because, well, not only do they leave a lot of stuff out, I feel like, which I will get to in a second, it's also confusing just their reasoning behind stuff. So one thing that I did caught on to was the fact that Natalie was mad because she's saying, oh, I'm not mad that Megan's coming. That's not the problem. The problem is the fact that I was told last minute. And my whole thing is now Natalie knows how it feels because she didn't tell Sydney until last minute that she was going to be sharing the room. She didn't tell Judy until last minute. So now how come all of a sudden everything has to be, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want that kind of respect, you need to give that respect first. And I feel like that's what Sydney was thinking. So as I said last week, I feel like she shouldn't have to run anything by anyone. If it's her birthday and she wants to invite her friend Megan, that's fine. That isn't the problem. I do understand why they would really be mad about it, because if I was, like I said last week too, if I was the executive producer and it's supposed to be my production, why am I finding out about all this stuff late? On top of that, I'm sure they paid Megan. Megan's not going to show up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to another YouTuber. I forget his name. I feel really bad. I could look it up right now. I'll look it up in a second. But I had heard from him that the real reason why Megan didn't like Tanisha is because back when they had first agreed to do the show, I think, Megan really wanted to do it. She was part of the promo that they shot when they were all getting out of the cars, which, all right. So apparently after that scene where they shot the intro, Megan was telling, I guess she was telling Tanisha how much Zeus was paying her, and it wasn't as much as Tanisha was getting. So Tanisha went to Zeus and I guess let her know, or, let them know, like, hey, I shouldn't be getting paid any less than the cast members. I'm the EP. I should be getting paid more. And I feel like they chose to just take Megan off of the project so that they could pay, I'm guessing, so that they could pay Tanisha more. But that is what makes me think also that, I don't think Megan now would come onto the show for free. So I could definitely see why there would be an issue. But if that's really the issue, and that's what I'm saying, like they didn't really get into that. They were kind of being vague about it. They were kind of beating around the bush when they were talking about it. And so the way they resolved it, it's like I wrote it down. The way that what Tanisha said was, "Oh, it happens," and Megan was like, "I guess to people that you don't fuck with," like, and that was the end of it. And they were like, "Okay, well, we resolved this meeting." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't get how that's really a resolution, but it got Natalie to come out to the club, I guess. So I guess that's resolution enough. Another thing though is the fact that because like I said, I remember the whole flyer thing happening from back in the day. I remember when they were talking about it, and I don't know if they mentioned it on here, but I think, and now I'm thinking maybe like it might have been Natalie that did it. But after they came out with that flyer that Sydney put out that she didn't get anyone's approval for with Megan's picture on it, I think Natalie made a flyer. I don't know if it was Natalie. I forget. I just know that it does exist. Someone made a flyer. I mean, they copied that same flyer, but they put like an X on Megan's face saying that, like, I guess they were trying to say that she's not part of the show. I do remember that there is some clip. It was some Instagram story. I want to say it was Sarah because it sounded like her voice in the background, because the club had all their pictures and it even had Megan's picture, and Megan was Sarah was in the club saying, "It's Megan on the wall for me," or something like that. So that's why I think that that's probably why Megan didn't come to the club, which you find out later. But I was just super confused as to how they got Natalie to agree to go to the club, because that wasn't part of the meeting at all. That wasn't mentioned in the meeting. And also, people did say last week that, they noticed that Judy wasn't in the episode last week. And I do remember watching this interview with Judy, or I don't know if it was just a story on IG or something, but she was saying that she just kind of like snuck out the house and she left. And that's how, there wasn't like a big scene where she left. And so I was thinking, oh shit, did they not like notice that she left yet? And then they're just going to let us figure out as viewers. But I was happy to see that Judy did show up at the club with Tanisha. And yeah, I didn't really catch this, but last episode when Megan did come, I really didn't see all of Judy's stuff. Like, she had her broom on the side of the couch or the day bed or whatever, and that was really it. So I feel like she was already starting to sneak out. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And then she showed up to the club just because I guess she saw the flyer. I guess she knew that they were filming. She wanted to be just in the club scene. But yeah, I was happy to see her. I was happy to see Tanisha show up too, because at first they were talking about how they didn't think she was going to come, when really it was Megan that was the one that didn't come. And I really wanted to know how that happened, because I thought she would have came. I mean, Christina should have went with Megan. because they were supposed to be like best friends, right? All right. So now I also have on here. I just thought it was funny how when they were in the meeting, I kind of wrote this out of order, but when they were in the meeting, Tanisha said something like, I don't want to sabotage anyone. And Megan was like, sabotage what? You could never. I thought that was funny. And yeah, so in the club, prior to, I think it was last episode, I think Sydney was like, I want everyone to get along just for one day. It's my birthday, blah, blah, blah. I just want no drama for this one day. But she started the drama. Like when she had the mic in the club, she was talking shit. She was saying Sarah cries about everything. And then she was saying Janelle is a Claremont knockoff. Like, why do you need to say all that stuff on your birthday if you want everyone to get along? You know what I'm saying? She's the one that's starting it in this case. And then also I want to say that like when they got in the van scene was also super confusing. Like there's a lot of stuff that they just expect us to just take their word for it. Like if they mention something happening on like the confessional or in another scene, like I want to see that scene happen. You know what I'm saying? So this van scene was super confusing to me because they just started arguing I'm confused as to how the argument even went down. I'm confused as to why they couldn't get something from the gas station. I think Sydney was saying like, oh, we just wanted to get something from the gas station, but now I guess we're not doing that. The one thing that I did catch was, I don't know, Sarah started saying something about like, oh, I'm Natalie's best friend, and then Tanisha got really mad, and that's when Natalie left the car. I think she didn't want to be in the middle of it, and so that's why Natalie leaves the van after that, and that's why Sydney felt like they couldn't get anything from the gas station. So that was super confusing to me, and they didn't even talk about it until they went on the basketball court the next day, to which I also wrote on here that because Janelle likes to talk in the confessionals about how Sydney is always taking shots at her. And I do see that, but it has to end somewhere. You know what I'm saying? She's going to continue to keep taking shots at you, Janelle, because Janelle, you also say stuff to her. Like you said something on the basketball court about, oh, Janelle, you're the one that looks like a clown or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She always says stuff like that. Like they like to act like they're, and I'm gonna put them kind of in the same category because they are like BFFs right now. But like Seven and Janelle, a lot of people say that they add balance to the show because they're supposedly like the least problematic ones. But they do say a lot of stuff under their breath. Even Seven, when they were talking about, well, because I think they were referring to when Sydney said Janelle was a Claremont knockoff. So Seven was saying like, oh well, she was on this. They were on the season before you. I don't know. She was saying like Janelle was on the season before the Claremont twins, blah blah blah. And Seven said something like, "Oh, when they were still Janelle's complexion." Like, why do you need to say that? You know what I'm saying? So then they get into talking about the screenshots. So who sent Megan the screenshots that Natalie was talking about, where she was trying to say it wasn't a problem that you were coming, Megan. It was just a problem that it was last minute. And then this flyer came out that was not approved, blah, blah, blah. And at this point, after all of the chapters that Sarah has released on Instagram, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that, but they kind of confirmed what if you go back and watch like my second, I think it was my second review. It might have been the second or third. I was like, hey, I figured it out. This whole beef with Tanisha and Natalie is fake. And they were doing that to distract from the real drama because they didn't want anyone to get hurt. Well, I don't know, I don't know if it's to that extent. But Sarah did expose that was fake. That was planned. And so now I wouldn't put it past Natalie to be sending the screenshots herself and then trying to be like, oh, who did it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure though. So I'm gonna say allegedly. I don't even think I said it. I stated I don't know what happened. I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past her is what I'm saying. So I don't think I have to say allegedly for that. But yeah, so little stuff like that makes me think that. But honestly, it might have been Sarah too. Sarah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. This is very entertaining what Sarah is doing. I will say it's entertaining, but at the same time, it's like whatever you're accusing Natalie or whoever you want to expose, whatever you're accusing them of doing, it's kind of making you, Sarah, it's also kind of making you kind of look sus. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just making you seem like you're the shady one. So I don't know what to believe. There's some secret. I feel like this is probably. I feel like there is a subgroup of bad girls that have like their own group chat, and they've all been trying to get back at Natalie this whole time. But I feel like no one has really figured out how to do it. They think they can get to Natalie by beating her up. So many girls will try to like fight Natalie, but I think that Sarah is really giving her a taste of her own medicine type thing. Is what I feel like. Because, you know, and I also said this in my previous reviews too. You know, Natalie is the type of person that will throw you under the bus, but it's like she's still giving you promo. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really be that mad. And I kind of feel that way about, I mean, and Natalie was saying it too, because in her lives, she was saying like, oh, I don't care about all the shit that all these chapters that you're releasing. It's just getting me more followers. It's getting me more subscribers. It's getting me more sales on, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I will say, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like this is the most scared Natalie has been. You know what I'm saying? Like, not scared, but, you know. And I was really thinking, like, what could Sarah really have that's like so career ending? And out of the 2 IGTV videos that she's released so far, I don't think there's anything that's like that crazy. So we'll see what the next one is. I'm really like scared to look because I don't want it to be up yet, and I have to interrupt this. But another thing that they didn't. Like, they just keep talking about stuff that we don't see happen in the show, and that's what's annoying. That's what they really need to work on. So apparently Natalie snatched Sydney's wig or something like that, and then Natalie even said, I snatched her wig and she's still kissing my ass. I'm like, that's rude, but you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand why Sydney was trying to be mad at Sarah in this scene. She was like, oh, remember you said that Natalie was talking shit about me behind my back, blah, blah, blah. But she wasn't really mad at Natalie, like, in saying that. She was being mad at Sarah I don't know, you know, it's confusing. Like, Sarah wasn't the one talking shit, so why are you making it seem like Sarah's in the wrong for telling you what Natalie said? You know what I'm saying? And if you know what I'm saying, if the chapters weren't released, I'd be like, oh, well, you know, I feel like Sarah might just be trying to get Natalie against everyone so that they're still best friends or something. I don't know what I would think, but I'm just saying, like, clearly it is true. Natalie was talking shit about Sydney. It's one of the chapters. So I think that I don't know. Sarah never lied. Really, I haven't seen Sarah lie yet. Like I said that in one of the other episodes too. Sarah never lies. Judy never lies. There are a couple others, but I don't know how that whole thing. And then I don't get why in the confessional scene, or, you know, in Natalie's confessional, she says Sarah always wants to recap everything. Well, yeah, we need a recap because we have not seen that. So I wish you would let her recap more so we really got to the bottom of the situation. I don't get why Natalie was getting mad. I was super confused. It looked like Sarah was kind of getting confused. And again, I really don't understand how they resolved it. I think Natalie was just like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to get in it. And then Sarah was like, okay. And then they just like, went back to normal. I want to see more explanations. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want. But So what I wrote also in here was that what Sarah was saying was that she was getting into it with Sydney, and then all of a sudden Natalie jumped in, and I feel like Natalie jumped in because she didn't want them to continue the conversation about how Natalie was talking, because Sarah was telling Sydney, "Oh, hey, Natalie's talking shit about you." So then Natalie jumps in and makes it a problem between her and Sarah, so that doesn't get any more airtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of the same thing as what I'm saying that they did in the like first or second episode, where they get into another fight to distract from the other fight. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I hope you get it. She just wanted to take the focus off of Sarah outing her for talking shit. And like we all figured out, it was true. Natalie was talking shit about everyone. So moving on, the whole baddie boot camp thing, that was annoying. That there wasn't really anything there. Like, that was a scene they could have cut out. That was really, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about how the show is supposed to be about their own personal brands. Well, doesn't Natalie have a fitness brand? How come she wasn't the one? They should be showcasing her fitness brand. I've seen, she has her own. Well, I don't know if they still do this. This might have been like years ago, but she had like her own like routines or her own. I don't know what they call it. I don't work out or anything, but she comes up with her own sets of exercises. And I thought they were coming out with like videos. I thought that's what the whole Fit by Pain thing was, but I guess not. But it would have been good to see, something like that happening instead of them. And Sarah was absolutely right. They were totally just like sexually harassing this trainer or whatever he is. No one was taking it seriously. And even Janelle said in a earlier episode, she always does like surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery would you call it, where you like get nip tuck. I don't know what she called it. But she said she was all about fake fitness. So, what I'm saying? She obviously doesn't really do any of that. And she was doing too much for me, like, this episode. I guess that's what they wanted because they knew no one was really going to work out. Sarah was mad. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Sarah and Natalie, I feel like they do work out because I see them on Instagram working out all the time. I don't really see the other girls working out. But I could see what Sarah was saying as far as she didn't think any of the girls were taking it seriously. And even when she was talking shit about Sydney, because Sydney, I forget what scene or what part of the training or the fitness camp thing they were doing, but Sarah was saying like, "Oh, Sydney, you don't even work out, blah, blah, blah. I do this all the time." And it was nice of Natalie, I will say, because she was like, "Well, maybe we should be more encouraging." And, see, I don't know. I kind of get what Natalie's saying. Like, now is not the time to be talking shit. Like, if you're mad that they're not working out, if you want them to actually work out, then why don't you try being encouraging? But you could tell at this point that Sydney was really getting under Sarah's skin. Just there hasn't been a good interaction with them this whole episode, I feel like. So that's why I kind of understood later on when they're doing first of all, I thought it was supposed to be a talent show, not just everyone taking turns stripping. I know that that's Sarah's talent. But I wanted to see other talents, you know what I'm saying? I forgot because honestly, like I said, I was also paying attention to the Instagram, so maybe I missed what they said about that, but I did hear them mention talent show, and I was thinking that they were all going to be doing something different. So I was super confused by that, but I was that was slightly more entertaining than the fitness scene and the boot camp scene, because not a lot of them were dancers. A lot of them were kind of just like, it seemed kind of like forced. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of girls didn't even want to do it. Seven didn't really want to do it. I think Christina didn't really want to do it. But Sarah was ready. And everyone knows that Sarah is the stripper out of all of them. So it even makes less sense for Sydney to or whatever Sydney is saying, like, oh, I don't know what she was saying. She said she couldn't twerk or something. Obviously, Sydney's just mad. Even Tanisha knew in the confessional. Tanisha was like, "Oh yeah, like Sarah knows what she's doing." I forget what she said, but she was, you know what I'm saying. The only person that had a problem with it was Sydney, and I feel like Sydney was just trying to get back at Sarah for talking shit during the boot camp, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But overall, like, I am getting tired of not seeing all the drama. Like, I hope that, because supposedly there's only 10 episodes. Does that mean there's only one more episode of them in the house and then it'll be the reunion? You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested to see what happens next. I'm very interested to see the rest of these chapters on Instagram. Let me check it right now. Okay, so Sarah did post again. Everyone go check her out because she did repost me. She was telling everyone to wear all black. So that's why I'm wearing this. I had to unbutton the shirt though because it was getting a little too tight. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of I don't know. I'm just saying. But definitely check out her Instagram. She reposted me, so I'm very happy about that. And she hasn't posted the next part yet, so that is kind of disappointing. I am going to do, well, I want to do a review on all of her chapters. I've heard that some people's pages were getting taken down. I don't know if I should do it. Can anyone tell me if that is? I don't know. Some people are getting their pages taken down, but then they're getting it put back up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's something that's only temporary. I heard that, you can't really do that. Well, I don't know. No one took down Sarah's. It's just the other blogs that are getting it taken down. So maybe people are just reporting them and it's not like any like real legal thing that's happening, but I definitely want to give you all the chapters that Sarah has been releasing. I don't know how many chapters she's going to do. She's done, I think, 16 already. Today was 16 when she split it up into multiple parts. So I don't know if that's 16 and 17 that she has out right now, but she's going to go for a lot more. She only had like maybe 2 chapters on Tanisha, but after Tanisha had done like the live talking about she was going to come out with her own chapters, Sarah was like, yeah, I'm about to do another 10 more chapters then for you, since you want to be the one. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what comes next, but let me know what you guys think. Are you team Sarah or are you team Natalie? I still like, I hope that you all don't take this the wrong way. I hope that Natalie doesn't take this the wrong way. I don't want her to see that I wore all black and I attended the funeral of her career, but it's all in good fun. I mean, at the same time, Natalie, like, you have to admit that this is kind of something that you have done to other girls. And you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stuff. Notice I never put Natalie in that list of the bad girls that have never lied. Natalie does lie all the time. It is for entertainment purposes. I do see how she throws people under the bus, and now finally she's getting thrown under the bus. But she really can't be mad because, like she said in her live, she's been getting more followers, she's been getting more subscribers. So I'm really interested to see like how this still plays out. I didn't think that it would be going on for this long. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really funny too, because like this has been going on for like what, 2 weeks, and like the third day that it happened, I think Sarah was only on like chapter 7 or 8 at that time, and Natalie said something like, "Oh, this is my last time addressing this situation," and then literally since then she's said something about it every day. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess how could you not say something about it? I'd be mad too. I would be, but that's why it's entertaining. That's why I said I was kind of more excited to see that than the episode, to be honest. And then there's a whole drama about the new season 2 cast. Like, Natalie put out a picture saying that it was the season 2 cast, and it had girls like Angela on there and Erica, and they both had said, I'm not on season 2 of anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you putting up these obvious lies? I don't know how I don't know if that was her way of like getting the girls to reach out, and then that's how she's gonna convince them to do season 2, or I don't know what is going on I don't know what's going on in their mind. Someone said that I guess someone didn't say it, but Natalie did kind of say it. I was watching her live last night, and she was kind of trying to play it off like, oh, this drama was all for the show. It's all just promo for the show, and it worked, blah, blah, blah. But you could tell, like, I don't know, in all the years I've been following Natalie Nunn on Instagram, seeing her on TV, like, she appears to be the most shooketh right now. And that's all Sarah. So, like I said, come on, Zeus. You need to make her the EP already. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Tanisha and Natalie. I know that they said they want the second season to be in Miami. Maybe they can be executive producers of Baddies Miami, and Sarah and someone else can be Sarah and Judy could be EPs of Baddies ATL. You know what I'm saying? Let's try that. Christina, I know that they said that Sarah left, so she might not even have anything to do with Baddies. But do you really think that they're gonna make Christina an EP? I don't know. That would be. I don't know. I'm very interested to see what happens with season 2. I'm already excited for season 2. If next week is the season finale, I mean that preview for next week didn't really do anything for me. I'm still more excited about Sarah's chapters. I hope that she does have 10 more coming, more than that, hopefully. But like I said, from what I've seen right now, I don't think she has anything that's super career ending. You know what I'm saying? But I'm interested to see what else she has in store. So I totally forgot. If you've made it this far, I do want to say I want to do something special for my viewers. I know there's only a couple episodes left. Are we going to assume that the reunion is only 1 episode, or are we going to assume it's 2 episodes? They usually, I don't know. Hopefully it's 2 episodes. So that means we'll have the finale and then we'll have 2 reunions. So like I said, I wanted to do something special for all of my viewers. If you are watching this and you've subscribed and you've liked and you hit that notification bell, I want you to follow me on Instagram, take a screenshot of your YouTube, and you know where it shows that you've subscribed, you hit the bell, and you've liked the video. Let me see if I can pull it up on mine, because I want to show you what I want to see. But so there's this video right here. So like this right here, I'm not even going to play the video. Let me just pause it. You see how it shows you the subscribe being gray like that means that I am subscribed. That bell looking like that means I do have notifications turned on. And the thumbs up means I did like the video. So if you follow me on Instagram, and for this video right now, my episode 9 review, if you send me a screenshot showing that you have subscribed and you liked and hit the notification bell, I'm going to choose one person and I'm going to pay for your Zeus subscription for the month. All right. And yeah, that's really all it takes. So I hope you have made it to the end. I hope that you already liked this video, and I hope that you're already subscribed. But if you haven't, I'll give you some time to do that. And also hit that notification bell so you are notified every time there's a new video, because, after this, these last 3 episodes, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another review show, if I'm going to take it back to my little talk show format. Because this is still my Gino Thanks podcast. That's why I always have that in parentheses. But like I said, I definitely wanted to do something for the viewers. I do appreciate you all. And so hopefully you're tuned in next week, and I will see you all then. All right. Did I miss anything? I don't know. But yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you all once again, and I will catch you next time. See you guys.